What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living out there?
Las Vegas coming back at you with the unbiased real reaction, baby.
Man, shout out to our freak thinkers, of course.
Yeah, man. So we got J.I.D featuring J. Cole. Off Deez.
Off Deez nuts.
Off Deez. That's what I'm thinking it is. Off Deez nuts, yeah.
That's the only time I heard Deez, like,
right.
Deez nuts. Y'all been waiting on this one. I know,
man.
Y'all been hitting us up.
And we did the working out. We did the working out.
Yeah, that shit got Matumbo. They caught our shit on the bours.
Yeah,
boy,
man.
That shit. Boy, this is off the upcoming DiCaprio 2 mixtape from J.I.D. We're anticipating that. Not a lot of up and coming dudes, man, that we're anticipating as much as J.I.D. We're excited about him. I think the game is excited about him. We've been impressed with pretty much everything that we've done on this channel from him.
Yeah, man.
What did we do? We did Lauder, of course.
Never
was fire.
Yeah.
Hasta Luego, fire. Just everything we've done, man.
Yeah,
We've really enjoyed. And shout out to J.I.D, man, for showing us love on social media too. Good dude.
Absolutely.
You don't have to do that, but we appreciate it. So we'll see. And y'all already know what it is with Cole. Y'all know what it is with Cole on this channel.
Yeah, man.
So let's get into it. J.I.D and J. Cole off Deez. Okay.
Get on my dick, what in my hip, load on my clip, cannabis, all on my strip, Hannibal, look at my dick.
What you think of the beat?
Oh, that beat's fire.
You like the beat?
That beat is slamming. The beat is slamming. I'm just trying to, I get so enamored with his flow.
Yeah.
So I'm really paying attention to what he's actually saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, the beat is fire.
Okay.
The beat is fire.
Let's keep it going.
Okay, he's a Lancer playboy, don't got much to say, boy. Cradle to the grave, and it's been like that since a slave boy. Pushing daisies and some tulips. Niggas in the city really pull up with a stick, dirty with a dick. So you in a minute, anybody get a nigga, anybody get. I'm a god, I'm a king, I'm a giant. Nigga not trying, 40 my side. East side guy better been more wide. DIY, I'ma try for what I believe in. We like to feast and I like to eat.
Yeah, he put on a flow clinic, dude. As always.
Yeah, that boy.
Right? As always, man. I just think that when you listen to him rap, man, I mean, we all know J.I.D can rap his ass off, but even if he was saying nothing, he's delivering this shit in an incredible fashion.
When I hear J.I.D rap, I'm thinking of a surfer finessing a wave. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes to mind is just
he's just like riding the fuck out there.
Riding that shit, like, surfers
like, yeah, some of them surfers be
they get into their swag, they pop the board up and they do a spin. They just own that shit.
They do.
You know what I mean? He's just riding the wave. He's riding it. You know what I mean? So, and it's incredibly technically sound here in this already. This is what we can see, man. And I can see that this is just gonna be a fun technical display, more of an entertaining type of joint from them. So let's keep it going though.
Online beat, not my motif. 4-5 me, Tata, go sleep. Don't mind the low
He's killing this shit.
J.I.D, I came in on the boat seat. May I be the cold nigga with the most heat. Niggas know, bro, you don't know me. Get on my dick,
Dude.
He said, may I be the cold nigga with the most heat. The cold nigga
with the most heat.
Slick. Flow crazy. Flow, cadence, and all that delivery is crazy.
Man, you know what, man? I'm gonna say it, man. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I think, man, when you start talking about greats in the industry and how you deliver your flow and how you deliver your lyrics in a clever, smooth, creative flow type of way, dude, I mean, he's dope, man. I don't know if many people can do it. Eminem's got that. I mean, the way he's carving out his own niche and how he's delivering his, I can't even rehearse it.
It takes skill, dude.
I can't do that. I mean, I can read it, but it's not gonna do it justice by how he's delivering those lyrics, man.
Just skill. Yeah, this is nothing but crumpling papers up, throwing them in the garbage, honing your craft. You know what I mean? Burning the midnight oil type shit. You know what I mean? Someone that cares about the craft, cares about the art. You know what I'm saying? You see it. You know what I mean? You can't front on this. You know what I mean? Someone that's clearly dedicated time to honing in on perfecting flow and rhythm and pace and voice inflections and deliver all that.
And this is what I've been waiting on. Someone that can kind of carry the mantle in their own way.
Loving the flow, loving the delivery as usual, man. Let's keep it going.
Legend out the 2-6, y'all know who the truth is. Crazy like a movie by that nigga Stanley Kubrick. Look on the block, any meeny money mo. You and every nigga that you know is getting pop. Fucking with a nigga, he's sitting in the box. I see this and I'm picking up the Glock. One false move, get your moto shot. Turn a nigga whip to a photo op. Click, then a photo top. I got more cream than toast on got. If a nigga wanna duck, then I'm playing duck hunting. Real like not on Nintendo, looking out the window. Like
He has to match it, right?
Yeah,
he's got to match it. He's got to match that. He's got to match that pace, right? He's got to.
Good to see Cole showcasing, a different side of himself with his flow and all that other stuff. He's doing his thing though.
But I like that though. I like that because he's showing you, hey, no, don't get it twisted. I can do this.
That too, I can jump in that lane too and hold my own.
Yep.
Good shit. I like when Cole expresses his sort of semi-old head swag in here.
Yeah.
Style chic kiss. I'm picking all the locks. I mean, you gotta be a little, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that people don't know about the locks around of a certain age who are younger, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's old head shit. Shout out to the locks. Then he had the
Terminator reference.
The Arnold
Schwarzenegger kindergarten
cop. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to J. Cole expressing his semi-old head experience on this track, man. Let's keep it going.
To the grass don't grow and the window blow and the popo don't kill niggas no more. I bought a around the window. I think I wanna duck, then I'm playing duck hunt in real life, not on Nintendo, looking out the window like Malcolm X with the rifle. Time to steps up the
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Duck hunt? Duck hunt. That's semi-old head shit right there, man.
You gotta have.
Y'all don't know about no goddamn duck hunt.
You gotta be experienced to know about that. That's original Nintendo, right?
I still like that game.
Yeah.
I still can play some duck hunt, boy. Again, semi-old head shit.
Yep.
The go.
If a nigga wanna duck, then I'm playing duck hunt in real life, not on Nintendo, looking out
real
the
life,
window
though.
like Malcolm X with the rifle. Time to steps up the Eiffel, barely broke a beat is wet. Whoa, many hope to be the best. Oh, blood stains on Notre Dame hoodies. Things I brought Novocaine plus dopamine. You can load your vein. Boy, I'm a god in this game. Y'all niggas humming them sounding the same. Y'all in my lane, so I can't complain. With a tandem, niggas can't stand them. Got a new anthem. Look at my whip. Get on my Chris. Suicide. Those are my phantom. Get on my dick.
Yeah. Cole
recognizes game.
He did a little bit more than hold his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Game recognizes game, right? You know what I'm saying? You step your game up, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of like when you're playing basketball against somebody that you know is nice.
It's the young dude.
Yeah.
You the old head that was nice, but
exactly.
It's the old dude. It's the young cat on the court that's shooting on niggas, crossing niggas out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, youngster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let me show you mid-range real quick.
Let me
take you to the post though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I still got it.
Said y'all niggas is homonyms.
Yeah.
Sounding the same.
Yeah, he sure did.
And they are.
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep it going.
Edible, got the bungees, but I got the bungees. I'ma double this shit, but I better get whipped with the pistol quick. Nigga talking this shit, now I'm talking about shit. Get on my dick, get on my dick, get on my dick, get on my dick. Okay.
J.I.D.
Glue. Do remember. Drop. What you think of that one, brother?
You know what, man? I liked it, and that's no surprise. But I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I was gonna like that chorus when it first started. That get on my dick, get on my dick. But as he beat me in the head with it, the whole song, I kind of like it now.
Yeah.
It works, man. It works. It gets me bouncing because he has a unique way of bringing that to life. I think if anyone else was saying that hook, I'd be like, that shit is corny as fuck.
Yeah.
I really do. But he just has a way about himself, man. His charisma, how he approaches the track, man, and his flow. And I love the way how he's so creative. He's so creative in how he brings his delivery to life.
Yes.
Regardless of what he's saying, the way he's saying that shit is just crazy.
Yep.
And I don't think that's duplicatable easily. I don't know if anybody that even some nice motherfuckers. I'm gonna refrain from saying names, but even people that can rap, I don't know can do that.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
He's extremely skillful with his flow, his delivery, and of course, me. Lyrically, typically, he's super dope as well. You know what I mean?
But J. Cole.
J. Cole got off.
Yeah, he got off in this one. He always does his thing. Don't get me wrong. I like him on pretty much every track, but I really like that he took this avenue. Because he could have really just stayed back because, dude, he's solidified. Yeah. He don't have to.
Well, the foundation's been laid.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
The foundation's been laid. Y'all know who I am.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm about. But I can have fun and show you that I can play in this pool too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, cool. Okay, so before I give my opinion on this song, I want to give some people who are new to the channel a little bit of history about some of the songs we've done on this channel that we've thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly enjoyed Lauder. I think we said this in the introduction when we said we did these songs. But we thoroughly enjoyed Lauder.
Yep.
Thoroughly enjoyed Never. Thoroughly enjoyed Hasta Luego. Thoroughly enjoyed Working Out, which was blah. You know what I'm saying? Again, that was more so for people who are new to the channel. We like J.I.D. Okay? But I didn't like this song.
Why didn't you like it?
Didn't like the song, man. I think that at this point, man, with songs like this, man, songs that are about just sort of technical skill, with lyricism that doesn't really push boundaries in terms of poetry and in-depth and stuff like that, guys. That's just not going to appeal to me like that at this stage of my life and what I look for in art and what I look for in rap. That doesn't mean that I don't understand what they were doing with this track.
Right.
It's not meant for that. That wasn't the intention of this track.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that that's something I'm necessarily going to like. I can't see myself playing this song. Like, get off my dick when it, you know.
Get on my dick. Get on my dick. You ain't bumping that?
I'm not playing that. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't bumping
I get it.
No,
I get it.
joking.
I completely get it. I get what they was doing. I get the entertainment value. I get this is a display of technical skill and all that. But that rapidy rap shit, that sort of hollow, that doesn't have anything to really say with any type of messaging, is just not for me anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what's frustrating is that I feel with every fiber of my being that J.I.D. is going to deliver the goods. I feel like he's going to be dope. Mm-hmm. And my thing about this, when I look back at all greats, right? When I look back at all dudes and I'm like, yo, he was great. I look back at the sort of their career paths, right? And I'm like, the moves that they made. Even, we'll use a recent great. We'll use Kendrick. We'll use Cole too, but we'll use Kendrick. Mm-hmm. Everything he puts out is calculated. What did Kendrick do? What did Jay do? What did Nas do? What did Biggie do? Jay came in the game with reasonable doubt. He came in the game. Like, and I know I'm comparing him to greats, so that's a compliment.
Yep.
Jay came into the game with reasonable doubt. One of the greatest albums in the history of hip hop. Nas came in the game with Illmatic, one of the greatest albums in the history of hip hop. Biggie came into the game with Ready to Die, one of the greatest albums in the history of hip hop, right? Kendrick Lamar came into the game. I mean, we know that he had Section 80. We know he had Section 80, but we'll say Good Kid, Mad City was his first true. Classic. What does that say about these guys? It says that they are very, very calculated, and I think that that's what it was in the 90s, man. And I hate to bring up 90s versus newer generation, was that it was just this competitive nature was like, I need to show you. Like, these guys looked at each other like, Jay was looking at Nas and looked at it like Nas too, and Biggie was looking at Wu-Tang and being in that whole situation. Wu-Tang is another one, 36 Chambers, first album out the gate, classic, right? Yep. They were looking at each other, man, and they were like, yo, I want to be the best. I want my music to be the best. I want my movement to be the best. So this first album, this first impression that you get of me needs to be right. I need to show the world that I'm the greatest, right? That's what I feel they had in mind. Yep. This is my whole life story right here. So when I look at something like this, and I know that J.I.D's The Never Story was great, but this is like the album that I think, or the mixtape that's really coming out where he's at his fever pitch, where like even the mainstream is gonna start, peeking at him, and they see something like this, you know what I'm saying? Or even dudes that are like purists that don't really know about J.I.D. and they hear something like this, it like makes me like, oh, because I know they're gonna say, oh, this shit is just, I feel you. This nigga's just rapping. And I'm like, nah, he's not just rapping, he's nice, he's really good, he's really great, he really cares. And I understand what J.I.D's doing. He's showing his versatility, right? And I think it's just the timing of his versatility is what I'm concerned with. Because I'll give you an example. Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco came into the game with Kick Push, right? And guess what? To this day, people look at Lupe Fiasco like, oh, he's just a skateboard nigga, man. He's just talking about skateboards and shit. He's corny, right? Yeah. And I'm like, no. Lupe is really one of the illest. He's one of the illest writers in the history of hip hop. Probably the illest writer in the history of hip hop. But people just can't get Kick Push out of their mind.
They can't get past it
because of that first impression. And I think that this is more of a first impression for the mainstream, and they can look at him a certain way. So my biggest thing about it is it's two things for me. It's A, I'm just not into the rapidy rap stuff as much as I used to be. I appreciate the skill, but I'm not into it. And B, the timing of it, considering that I understand where his buzz is at. And I think a lot of the people who are really into the culture, that live the culture, the heart of the culture, they're gonna hear this. Maybe not, and they may not have heard some of the other things that he's done and think, oh, this dude.
I got you.
Does that make sense, guys?
And you don't want him to shoot himself in the foot. That's what you're saying, because he has so much skill that you don't want him to come off or be perceived in a certain way, and they don't give him the shot that he deserves, basically, right?
There you go.
And I agree with that. I agree with all that. My only reservation, though, man, is, and we've said this before in other videos, I think you need a banger. I think you need a banger from a marketing standpoint, because to your point, anybody that's in hip hop, that knows about hip hop and watches up and coming artists that are dope, should know about J.I.D. by now. And if they don't,
that's a good point.
Then I'm not saying anything bad about people that don't know about him. If you don't, but if you call yourself a true hip hop head, you should know about J.I.D. Number one. But number two, there's a lot of kids that like this style of rap that's in this generation right now, that listens to, I don't want to name names, but I think this is actually a good blend between, I'm going to show these guys that I can make a banger, because J. Cole is on this too, and this is a banger, but I'm gonna show you flow, and I'm gonna show you the things that get people enamored, right? They get so fucking like, oh my God, he's killing it, and they're really not listening to the lyrics. But I think that will get them the audience that they're looking for to bridge the gap. Because
I agree.
There's a gap in hip hop, man. There's people like us, and there's younger kids that like they're like, nah, that they just on some old shit. They just like all the old fucking shit, you know. And I think he's the guy to bring us home, bring us together, kumbaya.
I think that he's really appealing to a big time on the younger audience front, and I think that that's the youth fucking running the culture. We know that. But in terms of respect,
yeah, I feel you.
That the respect when Kendrick came in the game, the respect that he garnered when he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and Nas and Jay, when they dropped these gems of albums, these classics. I just want to make sure that people understand, like, dude, this is what he's capable of. You know what I'm saying? And I know people should know these things, but the bottom line is everyone's getting inundated with so much music. You know what I mean? It's tough to figure out who's who. It's tough to sift. Matter of fact, a lot of people that love hip hop that come from the old school have kids. They have things. They can't got time to be online and on Spotify and these platforms listening to every little up and coming rapper that's coming up. It takes a while sometimes for a rapper to get the attention of certain people as well. So hopefully I get that. Not feeling it, but I get it. Not saying it's bad, but you know we're excited about the Cap.
Yeah, man.
We're excited about it, and I have no doubt that it's gonna be fire, man. So shout out to J.I.D, shout out to Cole, and that's it. That's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. The link will be in the description. It will allow you to get early access to our content. And that's it. And I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost to Vegas. We out.